It was a mix of both for sure. I mean, I definitely felt like a win was there, but Jackson Spencer, he's an amazing runner, and he deserved it. He got it, and he won an XN too. He's crazy. So props to him. But I felt like I was a little disappointed that it was second by that close, and like 0.2 seconds is like a blink of an eye. But I'm also happy that I was able to prove to myself that I was really like I could compete for a national title.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Marcelo Mantecon today on the Running Effect podcast. He's one of the top juniors in the entire country. This kid is an absolute stud. This past season, he placed 4th at NXN and 2nd at the Brooks Cross Country Championships. And so going into his senior year of high school, he's going to be the top guy, the man with the target on his back. And he carries that honor with extreme swagger, as is displayed in this conversation. We talk about his kind of breakthrough season, what's behind it, the legacy of where he grew up in Miami and running for the same school as his dad. They both won state championships, which is quite neat. We also talk about his expectations going into his final year of school, the legacy he wants to leave behind in the sport of running, and some of his mindset behind his extreme work ethic and dedication to the sport of running. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your year. I hope this podcast continues to fuel you for your adventures. If you enjoy it, give us a follow so you don't miss more conversations like this one in the future. Give us a 5-star review, as it takes next to no time, and share the podcast with a friend, as that is the easiest way in which we can grow. And with all these notes aside, enjoy my conversation with King Marcelo. Ladies and gentlemen, I may butcher his name, but Marcelo Mantecon, top junior in the country, is on the podcast after many requests from you guys. I'm a man of the people. I brought him on. Marcelo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. It means a lot.
What's it like, man? I feel like your life has changed a lot over the past month through 2 big races.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was all about for these the 2 big weeks that just happened with NXN and Brooks. That race was won all the way back in summer and in October, like all the training and hard work that you do. So I was just really glad I was able to perform the best I could and give Jackson Spencer a challenge.
When you look back on the beginning of the season, when you set your goals, you talked to your coach, teammates, family, whoever it may have been, do you feel like those were roughly the goals to do as well as you did, or did you surprise yourself as the season went on and you ended up racing as well as you ended up?
I think it was a mix of both. I definitely surprised myself. I saw the competition before the races, and I was in awe, like with all these times that these people were running, and I knew that I could be up there, but it was going to take a lot of grit. So I was ready, and I'm really glad with how I performed, and I can't complain at all.
I feel like every season the seniors graduate and then everyone else like me is like, who's the next generation up? Was it interesting for you as the season kind of unfolded to see who your competitors were? Because no one was really talking about Jackson Spencer in June going into cross season. Like I vaguely knew who he was because you ran Festival Miles and I went to do some work with Hoka. But like, I feel like every year the new characters present themselves. What's it like being one of those characters and watching and learning about new guys every week and then racing, final week of December when you feel like you know everyone?
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff is super fun. Racing like kids as much as you can, getting experience, knowing how they race. I think it's part of the sport, and I think like it's beautiful, like how like you get to like meet new kids, and like how everyone just keeps doing better than how they did last year and progressing, and how it never never fails to be competitive.
Take me through your start in the sport of running. I feel like a lot of people, when they think of top runners, aren't necessarily thinking of Miami, Florida. So what made you special and your story significant?
So both of my parents ran in high school, and then my mom ran in college, and both of them went to FIU. And my dad ran in Belen Jesuit, which is where I am now, and I'm running there. So I kind of was born into the sport, and my parents, they were pretty good, but they weren't like spectacular like how the Belen team is now. So I just kind of like I just did the sport when I started in first grade, and I ended up being like really good at it compared to the rest of the kids my age. So and then I just stuck to it, and I kept progressing, and now I'm here.
I talked to your coach briefly at Brooks. Shout out if he's listening. Super, super nice guy. One of the most genuine nice guys I've met in the sport. Take me through your relationship with him, when you met him, and how it's evolved over the years.
Yeah, I actually met him when I was a baby because he's one of my dad's best friends. They were on the cross country team together. That just goes to show like the bonds you make in Belen, how you remember them forever. Um, but yeah, I mean, I met him when I was super young, and I'm super honest with him always. He coaches me like I'm any other kid that he's coached. Like I just go through the same program that everyone does, and it works for us. So we just keep to it, and I'm glad I got he's part of my life because I wouldn't be where I am now if it weren't for him.
When do you feel like you recognized like, oh, I have some talent and I have some sparks of greatness here in the sport of running?
I think it's happened like a few times. Like in sixth grade, I went sub 5 in the mile, and I thought that was crazy. I was like, damn, I could be really good. And then in like freshman year, I ran 14:48 in the 5K, and I was like really excited. And in eighth grade, I saw NXM for the first time. I was able to experience it because we went as a team, and I was super pumped up, and I wanted to be at the top of that podium one day.
What's it like to then place fourth, get a taste of the podium, 3-4 years after you first had that thought in eighth grade?
I mean, it's like a dream come true. Like I'm able to compete with the big dogs, and I'm super stoked to be able to do what I do.
When you think about the sport of running, what do you feel like motivates you to put in the hard work that you've talked about in this conversation?
I mean, just partially myself. I love to push myself as hard as I can. I think it's something everyone should do, and like for me, it's running. I like to push myself in running. But also like I like to make my family proud, my friends proud. I love to um yeah, just all that stuff, just challenge myself. I love like a challenge. I love competing with the best, and I think I really belong in this sport, and I fell in love with it at a very young age.
What do you feel like made this junior year your breakout year? As you mentioned, you've kind of been that guy since sixth grade. I'm jealous breaking 5 minutes in the mile in eighth grade. That was like my goal. This was crazy. You did it in sixth grade. But yeah, what do you feel like made your junior year kind of that breakthrough year where you went from like good and good in your state, good in your city? People probably knew you to like national class caliber. People are now going to look at you as the guy who can win national titles moving forward.
Yeah, it's more of like a mentality, like believing that you could actually be up there. I like switched my mental state, and just from like going to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try putting myself out there, or I'm gonna try like doing whatever I can. Like I just wanted to like be in the front, be there, be in position to win, and see where I go from there. It was a different mentality, and where I have to like work through the pain of like lactic acid and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean it was basically that, and that I just flipped the switch there, and I started working harder and running better times, I guess.
You've mentioned your team a few times, and you mentioned how your dad used to run for them. I think I read somewhere that he was a part of their first state championship team in 1995. How cool
Yeah,
is it to share that legacy with him?
it's awesome being a part of like this winning states as like the same as my dad did. T- Wait, how much is it? Like 30 years ago now. Yeah, winning states 30 years ago. Like my dad did as well, and it's just amazing to be able to do that. And my dad's very proud of me, and I'm really happy that I'm able to put a smile on his face.
Do you know how many father-son duos in Florida have they done the statistics of that who have
Oh
both
no,
won state championships?
I haven't looked at that.
I also
But
read something that.
everyone,
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if you know Josh Ruiz, but everyone thinks that Josh Ruiz is Frankie Ruiz's son. So, and like I was like telling people that he wasn't because he's not. But everyone thinks that Josh is Frankie's son, which is one of like my past teammates.
It's funny, man. One of your, I was reading as well that your brother, he rose collegiately. What makes your family so competitive and so successful in, endurance sports?
I mean, the competitive starts when we were at a very young age. Always used to like challenge my brother in like basketball or something, or my sister. My sister also runs. She's in high school as well. She runs in Lord's Academy, and it just starts at a young age. We used to like play board games. We get angry at each other. We cry about it, and then we always want to be better than each other. And it's really fun to be so competitive at a sport at a national caliber.
Looking back on this past year, what would you grade it if you had to?
What would I grade my past year? Probably a 10 out of 10 for sure. I mean, it was mixed with everything. Maybe it would have been nice to be zero point 0.3 seconds faster and take a national title, but I'm really happy with it. It's a learning curve. Um, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Obviously, this year with Brooks a little new with the kind of golden ticket system allowing you to run both national meets. What were the conversations like with your coach this season, knowing that you had the chance to do both meets and ultimately at the end of the day you placed fourth at NXN, have that conversation of like how can we one up this even though the body's probably tired, the mind's fading a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, after NXN, I was definitely super exhausted. I wanted to call it a season, but it was one more race, and I love racing, especially the best of the best. So I just wanted to do it for the experience, and I ended up surprising myself big time. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with it, and it's just like you just have to follow a training plan throughout the season, and it gets you to where you are now.
What do you feel like made Brooks different from NXN? Obviously, you watch both races, wildly different races with the weather, the course, the different factors. But you go from like a distant fourth to the guy with 100 meters that people think has a real chance to win it. What do you feel like made those two races different?
I think it was mentally after NXN. I was a little like disappointed because fourth. I feel like I could have done better than fourth place. And then in Brooks, I mean, I didn't like plan on doing that move. It just kind of happened. Um, but I just wanted to be like in the front, and I was like ready to die for it. I really wanted to be in the podium, and I got there, so I'm really happy with that.
How much confidence do you feel like you gained from placing fourth at NXN that you then took with you into Brooks, thinking because you experienced it, like, oh, I can be one of the top guys in the country. This isn't a spoof. Those 14:30s 5Ks that I was running midseason, like I'm that guy, I can win.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had the confidence before NXN. I just kind of psyched myself out in the middle of the race, I feel. But it's in the past, so I can't really like complain about it too much. And I just wanted to prove to myself, especially that I was one of the top dogs in the country, and that's what I did. So I'm very happy with that.
Take me through the final 100 at Brooks. I mean, that was one of the craziest endings to a cross race. What was it like being the man in the
So
chase?
so Jackson Spencer with like 200 meters left, he had got me because there's a little uphill, and that uphill is not my friend at all. It gassed me out. But then when we finished the uphill and there was like a straight like flat to the finish line, I started kicking really really hard, and Jackson Spencer thought he already won, so he was like slowing down, and then he looked back with like 50 or 100 meters left, whatever it was, and he saw me, and I knew that it was gonna be like a complete dogfight to the finish, and he ended up taking it by a little bit, but if he looked back like 1 second later, I think it would have been a different story for sure.
How many more meters do you think you would have needed to win? Because it looked like, not that you gave up, but it looked like with like 5 meters to go, you kind of knew that you didn't have it. So it looked like you pulled back just a slight bit. Do you think if the race was 20, 10, 30 more meters longer, that you would have had a chance?
I don't think so. I think it would have been the same. I mean, Jackson Spencer is an amazing kicker, and I guess the best man won that day, and I'm very happy that I was able to pull out second place. So I can't complain at all. I'm not gonna like look back and cry about it. I'm just gonna focus on track season and next cross country season and try to be better and learn from that.
Were you happy placing second, or was it a moment of like, shoot, that was so close I could taste it. Dang it, didn't win.
It was a mix of both for sure. I mean, I definitely felt like a win was there, but Jackson Spencer, he's an amazing runner, and he deserved it. He got it, and he won an XN too. He's crazy. So props to him. But I felt like I was a little disappointed that it was second by that close, and like zero point 0.2 seconds is like a blink of an eye. But I'm also happy that I was able to prove to myself that I was really uh, like I could compete for a national title.
Looking into the track season, how much confidence did you gain from the cross season that you're bringing into the track season? What are some of those goals you are carrying with you?
I just want to win races for track season. I started training like pretty recently, so like I just like starting fresh, and I just want to try and compete, have fun with it. That's all I want in a race. I just want them to be fun and very competitive. So I'm looking forward to it a lot.
How nice was it to take a break? Cross season is so long. You're preparing all summer long, and then the races go late into December, mid-December for you. How nice was it to take a breather, enjoy the holidays with family and loved ones?
It was amazing. I mean, like having like not having running on your mind was like it felt like pretty weird, like that I didn't have to run that day, but it also felt really nice that I was able to relax and like mentally just like reset and just be with your family. And I went skiing for the past week and or snowboarding, and I thought it was like I had an amazing time. I was gonna try running up there, but it's just so tiring. So I just decided to take a chill and not run and only snowboard. So yeah, I mean that was my altitude training, I guess.
Well, it'll pay off. Also, so much time before the big races, so you got more than enough time and such a long season, so you deserve the rest. I'm curious, parents both ran collegiately. How often are they asking you about your running? What's the dinner table conversations look like, or are they pretty removed from it all?
They're pretty laid back about the whole running thing. They're not like crazy, like making like whipping me to run. Like they don't do any of that stuff. They just let me do my own thing, and they trust that. Well, they know I'm a really committed runner, and they respect that. And like, it's we only talk about it when I bring it up, which is quite a bit. Like, but other than that, we just talk about regular stuff that any other family would talk about.
You obviously go to a prestigious high school. I grew up in a city that had a Jesuit Preparatory School. They're legit. How do you balance the rigors and demands of the academics with the athletics?
It's very tough. I mean, for cross country, it was like in Miami, it's very hot, so we start practice later, and I'd get home at like 7 or 8 p.m. And then I would have to start doing homework, and then or I shower and then start doing homework or while I eat or something, and it's very like hard to manage time. If you procrastinate, it's gonna be very tough to keep up with the schoolwork, but yeah, you have to plan ahead and actually do it instead of procrastinating, which is a very hard thing for me.
Obviously, you're doing these things as a junior, fourth at NXN, second at Brooks, running these crazy times. I think the target's kind of on your back going into next year. Do you like that? Do you like the pressure? Or are you gonna miss being the underdog?
Um, I mean, I feel like I don't really look at that stuff like the preseason rankings or the actual rankings. I just try to do me, and I know what I can do. So I don't really like look at or care about if there's like a target on my back or if there's pressure on me. I just try to have fun every race, and that's what I do. So I'm I'm excited for next cross country season and this track season.
Cross guy or track guy? What would you say?
I'm a cross guy for sure. It's more mentally challenging, and I like that.
Would you say like the workouts you do, are you more strength based or more like interval based? And which type of workouts are your favorite? What's your least favorite?
Well, for track, I definitely do not like the track like speed workouts. Those are the worst. I always throw up. I always like feel like I'm about to like pass out. It's horrible, and then I have to drive home. I feel like I'm just gonna get into a car crash, but we're good. We haven't crashed yet.
So strength stuff, tempo stuff over speed stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to say the opposite. Your coach is listening. You got to, and then he'll give you what you don't want. Be like, I
No,
hate the strength stuff.
yeah, but also you have to learn to love it because it does make you better. So that's good.
What's the culture like on the team, and how cool is it to be the leading guy? Racing at these big national meets and setting an example for the younger guys on the team.
I think it's definitely a big privilege that able to set an example for the younger runners and also the runners like in the same grade as me. I like to inspire the team and do whatever I can to lead them to do the best they can. And the team culture is amazing. We always eat after practice. We go to the beach sometimes on the weekends. We do a ton of stuff together. We go to each other's houses. I mean, it's like we're basically a family, and like nothing can like take us apart. Like we can make anything a fun time.
What would you say are some of the goals you have for yourself before you hang up the spikes in high school?
I just want to see how far I can take my career. I really love running, and I don't want to hang up the spikes anytime soon for sure. It's something I'm really passionate about, and I feel like when I'm done running, all I'm gonna think about is just run like track and cross country and how much I missed it. Like in 2023, our team Belen got fourth place, and that's all I think about how fun those that team was, and I really miss those boys. Now they're in college. So yeah, I mean, I just want to enjoy as much as I can as long as I can.
Obviously, with this now new golden ticket system, you have the ability to do both NXN and Brooks. Jackson was kind of the first guy of our times to win both of those races. How excited are you about some of the possibilities you have with 1 year to go of, the legacy, the domination that you can put into effect with 1 year to go?
I mean, I'm really excited to compete, and if I'm able to win both races, that'll be amazing. I think it's definitely something I can do. It's gonna be really tough. There's a lot of competition, but I'm ready for it, and I'm just super excited to get racing again.
What advice would you have for a young kid listening, looks up to you, sees your breakthrough season? What would you say to them as they go on their journey in pursuit of trying to be the best they can be in the sport of running?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta stay consistent and you gotta dream big. You can't put any limits on yourself because the second you put a limit on yourself, it's just you're already like losing, and I don't think that's something you should do. So yeah, stay consistent, listen to your coach, and dream big.
What's the mood going into 2026 for people? What should they be thinking going into this year? We're recording this January 4th.
I mean, they should be excited. It's gonna be a fun year. There's a ton of big races coming up soon. A lot of competition, and I'm super excited to compete.
Marcelo, final question for you. The question I ask every guest on every single podcast. If you had Gordon Ramsay coming over to your house for dinner, what would you choose to make him?
I'd make him. Well, I would suck, but I'd make him. I tried to make him like a steak or something, but I suck at cooking. I tried. I get taught to cook, but I just forget to do everything. Like I'll blow the house up, so I shouldn't be cooking.
It's the effort that counts, right?
Yeah.
Marcelo, thank you, man, for taking the time to talk. It's been awesome following your career, seeing you make these big moves at races, and I'm stoked that you have a year left in the high school sport. But that's just a glimpse of all the things you're going to do in the future. So keep crushing it. You have a fan in me, and excited for the future, man.
Thank you, Dominic. Really appreciate it.